Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of the Cosmic Sheep podcast. I'm Serena and I'm the owner of the yarn store called the Cosmic Sheep in Rocky Mountain House. And I started doing this podcast just to kind of get out there a little bit more, sharing kind of what I'm working on, what's happening in store, new products coming in, because I've had a lot of discussions with people that don't have social media and so they don't have a way to find out what's going on, but they love knitting podcasts. So here we are. If you've watched my first one, welcome back. If you're just joining, welcome. But yeah, let's just kind of jump right into it. I actually wrote some notes this time to try to keep me on track. But yeah, I guess let's start with what I'm wearing, because what I'm wearing is actually my FO for this one as well. Now you guys have probably heard me talking about this t-shirt for a long time. It's called the Alchemist tee by Wool and Pine. I had ran a summer tee make-along in the spring, and I had gotten 2 t-shirts done, and then this was the third one that I got in the needles, and I really struggled with it. It took me a long time. I don't even know why. I think after working with so much fingering weight, I just needed like different stuff. And like, do you guys do this? I sometimes dread having to pick up stitches on collars and sleeves. And so I think sometimes when I'm doing garments, I procrastinate on them because I know I'm getting to the point where I have to pick up all those stitches. But then the funny thing is when I actually start doing it, I love picking up stitches. I love it. So like, why do I get into my head and procrastinate? Anyways, but this one I was super happy with because just the way the neckline's done, like it is just absolutely beautiful. It's my first V-neck, I feel like, that I've done on a shirt. So super happy with that. This is the shirt. Oh, sorry guys. That has the really big ribbing on the bottom. So there it is. Now, my only thing, I definitely should have gone longer before I split. And I actually did go not very much longer. I think they called 7.5 before you split, and I went 8 inches before I split. But I should have gone longer because I'm not really one for crop tops, and I'm a cold person all the time, so having it open and getting a breeze, I don't really love. These pants I'm wearing are pretty high-waisted, so I'm just gonna have to do that. I haven't tried it with a tank top underneath because I wasn't sure if it would show. I'll have to try that, but anyways, whatever. I am happy with it. It fits amazingly. I messed up on the top when I was doing this, so I highlighted one of the wrong numbers for sizes, and I ended up doing like 4 extra rows in the top somewhere. I completely just kept going, and when I needed to like have my counts proper, I was just knitting 2 together to delete stitches out, and it all seemed to work out. So yeah. No, it is nice. And I used Sunday fingering for it, which is in the store. I have to say, I am so happy with it. It is a fingering weight, 100% merino wool. I already liked it working with it, but then after I washed and blocked it, it is just so lovely feeling. And yeah, like I probably will do more in this yarn in the future. So that is my my FO. I'm very, very glad it's done. But I am happy with it. So okay, let's get to some exciting stuff. I'm sitting in a new spot today because of what's new in the store. We got some cross stitch kits, and I couldn't get it to fit, so I'm gonna like be so unprofessional with this, and I'm just going to tip the camera up so you can kind of see them all. Yeah, so these are from a local lady. She actually teaches in Rocky, and she makes these kits. So she creates the patterns, she cuts the thread that you need, cuts the cloth. You get the circle thing in it. The hoop, there we go. And yeah, it's all ready to go. You get your needle in there too, and it's just awesome that they're local. If you are in the Rocky area, she has been going to the downtown markets too. So if you want to check out more of what she had, you can catch her there. She's called Here's the Stitch. And yeah, just some really, really cool stuff. I've had a lot of people ask me about cross-stitching stuff. So this is kind of the first step to it, bringing in some kits. And I do promise that I am looking into things to bringing in more, especially DMC thread. I kind of have a bit of a lead on something that I'm really excited about. So it just might need to take a couple months before I can actually bring it in. So I do promise. I know I say that a lot when people come in, when they ask about stuff that I don't have, and I say like it's next on my list. I promise you, I'm not forgetting about you. It's just depends how the store does. Summertime's really slowed down. So yeah, once things start kind of picking up in the fall and winter again, I think it'll be a lot easier. But yeah, I do have some plans, so I am looking forward to that. But for now, we've got these kits in, so come check them out. There's 4 different sizes of hoops. So they're 3-inch, 4-inch, 6-inch, and 8-inch is the biggest one. So, but yeah, come check them out and check her out online on, I don't know if she has Facebook, but Instagram. Here's the Stitch is what she's called. So yeah. Okay, so then just things going on in the store this month. We've got our new dates for our fiber socials. So I don't think I actually mentioned this in the last video. So I do fiber socials every second Thursday. And right now for the summer, they're on from 4 to 8. So it is a come anytime, leave anytime kind of deal. Bring a project to work on. It can be any fiber project that you can bring with you and doesn't take up a whole lot of space. I have had some people bring in spinning wheels, and that's totally fine. Like, we'll kind of set you up in a spot. But yeah, so cross-stitching, knitting, felting, oh, like whatever, guys. Like, I just want people to get together. That was a big piece for me. When I created or opened the store, was creating that community piece, because it was a piece that I was missing. So that's why I've called them fiber socials. It's open to, you know, whatever fiber project you want to bring and work on. It's a pretty great group that comes. So our dates for August are the 6th and the 20th. So that is this Thursday. And then in 2 weeks after that on the 20th. And then the 20th will be our last summer one. So then we'll go back to 4 to 7 for the fall. But yeah. I'm still open every Saturday right now for the summer. So again, until the end of August, I'll be open every Saturday, and then gonna kind of decide what I want to do in the fall for Saturdays again. Probably go back to every second Saturday and see how that goes. But yeah. And then something really exciting, in-store giveaway is happening this month. You might have seen it if you do follow along on Facebook or Instagram, but Lori, who puts on Prairie Fiber Festival in Lacombe and Olds, she generously donated this beautiful tote of theirs. Look at how cute it is. And 2 pins. These are the pins that get you into the festival. So any purchase you make in the store will get you a chance to enter to win the tote and the 2 pins to get you in for you and your fiber bestie. It is an absolutely great time. Lacombe has always been one of my favorites. If you went to Olds, it's even bigger than Olds. There's more vendors and everything. There's some more classes. So they do classes too for it. So you can go and check that out if it is something that interests you to go to. But yeah, so if you're local to the area and you want to enter your name to try to win the tote and your free entry in for you and your friend, yeah, come to the store. Any purchase, you get entered. So that's exciting. And that's happening on September 12th. I think I kept saying the 13th for a long time, but it's the 12th this year. So, and then they also have, they're calling it Goldie's Gathering. It's the night before, so the Friday night, where you just, again, it's kind of like at the fiber socials. You bring a project, you hang out, A lot of the vendors are sometimes there too, and so you can kind of meet people in person a little bit more, and it actually gives you time to chat, because sometimes when you're actually at the festival, it gets busy. So I got something right on my shirt. So yeah, that is happening for all month of August, anytime you make a purchase. And other than that, just watch for some class announcements. So I've been sitting down and figuring out knitting classes as we move into the fall. I wasn't doing any in the summer because everyone's busy. We want to be outside doing things. I totally get it. So come September, I believe the first class I'm going to do is a beginner's knitting class again. So watch for that announcement, because I'll probably announce it closer to the end of August if you do want to sign up, or if you know somebody that might be interested. So keep that in mind. Okay. I think that's kind of everything I have store-wise right now. Again, once the fall and winter comes, I'll definitely have more to talk about products that are coming in and stuff. I've got some exciting things coming, so I can't wait to share that once they're here. But FOs, already shared this one, and it's my only one. So now I'll go into whips. Kind of, well, no, actually, I was gonna say same stuff I showed before, but not really. Still working on my, I always struggle remembering this name, the Marley shawl, I think, by Andrea Mowry. So I'm just a little bit further in it. It's coming. It's a little bit, I feel like I have to maybe use a little bit more brain power with it, so it's not as easy for me just to sit down and pick up, but it's coming. I feel like I still got quite a ways on it, but I got another pair of socks on the needles. So usually I try to always have socks because they're the easiest thing to grab and go, but I hadn't had a pair on since I had finished my other ones for a little bit. So I finally got another pair on. These will be for my husband. And this is using a colorway from Turtle Purl fibers. They do a lot of self-striping. And for the life of me, I can't remember what the color is because I don't have my ball bands in here. But however, I did notice on the ball band that it said this, I'm pretty sure had some cashmere in it, which I don't remember ordering. So I must have just liked the color and picked it. But hey, my husband will get nice, really soft, beautiful socks. But that's okay. He's knit worthy because he loves his socks. So, and I'm doing the Vanilla is the New Black heel with this one. If you guys have not seen or heard that one, you should really go check it out. Vanilla is the New Black. I don't think I talked about it on the last video. My last socks I did with that heel, and it's a really cool heel. There's no picking up stitches. It's just kind of increases in a ribbing that you do, and it creates more of like the heel flap gusset fit. But yeah, super fun, looks really cool. So I want to do that on a pair of socks for him to see what he thinks of it, because I usually just do the German short row heel. And yeah, it might be my new favorite heel that I will continue doing. So it takes a little bit of brain power. It did confuse me a little bit, but once you get it, it's quite easy to follow after that. And then, I think I talked about this, but I didn't actually have it with me. This is the note, Serena. I actually wasn't going to bring this one to show it, but then I decided to throw it in last minute. I think it's the Freshwater Tank. I want to say Jessie Maed. I will put that in the notes in the bottom just in case I'm wrong. But so it is a tank top, and I'm using sandnes garn mandarin petit, and it's a cotton, 100% Egyptian cotton. And again, I had cast this on like randomly because, like I said, I don't know what was going on. I was just casting things on. It's not usually like me. And I think, again, it's a fingering weight, so I just was getting tired of fingering weight. Again, it's got a collar and sleeves. You got to pick stitches up for. So I got to this point where I attached underneath the sleeves, and then I put it down, and yeah, but I thought I should pull it back out because by the time I finish this thing, it's going to not be summer anymore and I'm going to be mad at myself. So I just need to finish it, but we'll see. So, this is why I don't like having multiple projects on the go, because then I just feel like I get overwhelmed with what's going on and what I should work on. So, and then I do kind of have an idea of what I want to do next. And like I said, I probably shouldn't cast it on right away because I should try to finish up some of this other stuff first. I'm not going to share what it is yet, just in case I don't decide to cast it on or change my mind or whatever. But I'm trying to be very good and not cast it on right away and try to work on some of this other stuff. It'd be nice if I could get the tank top done. We'll see. All the people I talk to that say that they have so many whips on the go, I don't know how you guys do it, because it would stress me out. This is only three active whips, and it causes me anxiety. So there we go. Okay, my other update for you guys is my spinning update. So I just recently got a spinning wheel and have gone down that rabbit hole. I absolutely love it. I'm completely addicted. I have basically, so it's probably been about maybe 3 weeks now since I got my wheel, and I've basically been spinning every day for, a little amount of time, just to practice and get used to it. And I still have so much to learn, but I do find myself getting better with it. So I now have done a second 2-ply skein. So you can see there's 2 different colors. So I spun them singles separate on their own, and then I applied them together. It's not too bad. I think I overspun this one. I don't know if I overplied it or I overspun the singles. So that's kind of stuff that I'm still learning. I want to wash this one and see if it will relax out before I do anything drastic. But again, it's not super perfect. It's still not one that I think I would actually knit with, because I still have some spots that are pretty thick in here. So, but it's still really cool just to see your progress. This was definitely a bit more even than my first one. So it's just always getting better. And then, so all I've really been spinning right now is Corriedale, and I just bought a bunch of different colors. And so that's what I've been doing, is I've been spinning them individually and then applying colors together. So after I did this skein, I spun this guy, and better. I was like, okay, yeah, we're getting more even. And then my most recent one is this one, and I'm so proud of it. So I almost don't even want to apply it. I said to my husband, I just want to put it on a shelf and look at it. But this would actually be my 5th bobbin spin. And look at the difference. And I had spun this one just before this one. So it's coming. It is getting better with every spin. I'm so excited. So I am going to ply these together and hopefully figure out my plying. I really do think I overplied this other one, and that was the problem. But so yeah, that's it. And then I have 2 other colors that I want to spin separately and ply together that are Corriedale. And then I do have a BFL one that I will probably jump to, but it's a little bit more prettier. It looks like hand-dyed fancy. So I think I'm a little scared. So I don't want to wreck it. But yeah, I'm completely addicted. Love it. I don't even know, considering when I tried drop spindling, and I did not like it. I think I can see now that I have the understanding from my wheel that going to a drop spindle would make more sense. So I think it's funny that people tell you to start on a drop spindle, and I get it. It's cheaper. You're not having to buy this whole wheel, but I don't know. The wheel just made so much more sense and clicked for me than that drop spindle. So there you go. So if anybody is on the fence about spinning, or you've tried a drop spindle before and you didn't like it, try a wheel, because yeah, it made a huge difference for me. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I am super excited. So next month is going to be a great month. I'm also in a lot of trouble. So we have Prairie Fiber Festival in Lacombe happening on the 13th. No, the 12th. See? I don't know why I'm the 13th in my head. The 12th. It is the 12th, people. The Saturday, 12th. So that is happening then. And then 2 weeks later is Knit City in Calgary. And I did not go to the first Knit City that happened 2 years ago. So I am so excited. There are some hand dyers there that I am so excited to see in person. I already was having an issue being like, I'm going to want to buy so much yarn. Now that I got into spinning, I'm like, I'm going to want to buy all the fiber. It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. So we will see how that goes. My husband is coming with me because we're actually going to take a yarn dyeing class together, but he's not the greatest at keeping me in line. He's very much just, oh, whatever, get it, it's fine. So I'm like, I need you to go in there and literally hold my hand because it could get crazy. So that's what I'm really looking forward to now in Knit City, is getting some fancier hand-dyed fiber and some different fibers too to play around with. Corriedale and BFL are good to start, I was told, because they're longer staple lengths. So we'll see. But talking about spinning, kind of a side note of what we did, this was last week. My husband and I actually went to an alpaca farm near Edmonton. So it's the Twisted Sisters Fiber Mill. And it was so fun. So we're kind of on the fence about wanting an animal of some sort, whether it's going to be alpacas or sheep. And now that I've gotten into spinning, it'd be really cool to process the wool kind of from them, right? The whole process. That's why we're taking the dye class and just kind of seeing where it takes us, or if it even interests us. So we went and seen the alpaca farm to kind of get an idea of alpacas and what they were like. And it was just lovely. They are so lovely. It's the only way that you can go is if you do contact them and kind of book a time. They are participating though in open farm days, which is, I want to say the 15th, 16th weekend around there. So if you do want to go check them out, that would be a great time to go. And yeah, it's just, they're so cute alpacas. It's definitely, we're thinking about it. So, but of course they have a little store too. So we did have to buy some stuff, of course. So I got, and so they of course have a mill. So they are processing the wool off their alpacas, and then she dyes it. Some of it they keep natural, but so this is alpaca and merino mixed. It's a bulky weight. So, and this one is hand dyed. It's got a little bit of teal in there, if you can kind of see. Basically matches my hair, guys. Yes, I have a favorite color, and it is teal. So of course I had to get this one, but I thought it'd be really great for a hat. So I'm gonna probably knit up a hat for me with it. And then my husband picked out this beautiful one. This is 100% alpaca. It's a 3-ply, so like a DK weight, and hand dyed. So I'll maybe also do a hat for him out of this. I forget, did she say? It's called Happy Feet, the colorway. But seriously, like, it is so soft. So soft. And that's why, as I'm like looking into sheep and everything, I want to make sure that it's nice soft wool that we're getting, because I like soft things. So, And then I also grabbed some alpaca roving. Also has some teal in there. And it's actually got silk in there too. So I have not tried to spin this yet. I am still practicing before I get over to this because I don't want to wreck it. That's going to be my thing. I'm going to go to Knit City. I'm going to buy all this fancy fiber. And I'm not going to spin any of it because I'll be scared to wreck it. Anyways, but this is like, it feels like butter. So it's going to be interesting to spin. I had been given some pieces of merino to try and merino silk, and it totally was a different feel. I didn't really struggle with it as much as I thought, but it definitely maybe takes a little more brain power when you're doing it. So this I definitely need to like concentrate, but it's cute. They stick them in slushy cups. But anyways, so that was our adventure to the alpaca farm, and yeah, just guess as excited about what our future could look like and what we might have and do, and yeah, it's exciting. So, and yeah, more yarn, because you know, you always need more yarn. Always. The stash is part of it. I tell that to everybody that comes in and say they have too much. Never too much. Never. Okay. So something else I got thinking about that I wanted to kind of add to the podcast is talking just about like patterns of interest, I guess I called it, or that's what I wrote, patterns of interest. Just patterns that I've maybe seen or come across that I thought were really cool or different. So I had a couple written down, but the one I'm going to have to wait because it's not released yet. So I will wait and maybe share that one next time. But the one I do want to share, and I will post a picture up here of it. It's called the FringeShip Shawl, and it's by Carissa Browning. I came across this because there's a girl that comes to our fiber socials and she was working on it. And when you look at the picture, it's got fringe on it. And I guess the way that you knit it is you kind of actually are like working it in the round. And there's a point at the end where you steek it. So you are cutting, and where you cut is what creates your tassels. So I've never steeked anything ever. It terrifies me, okay? As it does probably most people. Cutting your knitting, not okay. But this really intrigued me because a lot of the times when you are steeking something, you have to reinforce before you cut. You don't have to do this on this shawl because it's creating your tassels. So you don't have to reinforce it. So you're just literally snipping and it does its thing. You can't really see it on Ravelry in pictures, and I'm not sure where she had it, maybe on Instagram, but she had a video where they were showing it, and that's what she had showed me, and my mind was blown. So I'm sure if you go and search it, even on Instagram, the FringeShip Shawl. It's a little bit to say, tongue twister. But yeah, it's really cool. I would highly suggest checking it out. I think it would look so good in a really pretty variegated yarn. I think it was a fingering weight pattern. I didn't write that down. And I can't look it up because my phone's my camera. Yeah, so it's anything variegated. The Cascade Wave yarn is the one that kind of shifts color as you work with it. I think that would be so fun. I do have that in the store. I've got some really fun variegated colorways from Tara of That Yarn Habit right now that would look amazing in it. So yeah, go look it up. I think it's really, really cool and just a neat concept. So really exciting. Yeah. You know, I don't know if I'll get to it because the list, it just grows. Like, people need to stop writing patterns so fast because it's just getting hard to pick and choose what to do. So, do you guys feel that way too? It's almost like overwhelming. What do you pick? What do you do? So, I don't know. Okay. I think that's everything I had for you guys. yeah. So thanks for watching. And again, I'll be trying to do these every 2 weeks. So by then, might have some new stock. Don't think I'll have an FO. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I should be positive and say I'll get this tank top done. So possibly. But other than that, yeah, probably just gonna, work on some more knitting, work on a lot of more spinning. I'm gonna run out of fiber probably before Knit City. So I'll have to think what I'm gonna do. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. If there's anything extra you guys would like to see in these videos, like in regards to the store specifically, let me know. Yeah, I'm just kind of open to what this podcast should look like for you guys. But yeah, and other than that, like I said, watch for some class announcements and different things happening. Once September comes, we're gonna hit the ground running. Things are gonna pick up again. So yeah, I'm excited to see where things go. I've got some really neat ideas, and yeah, but okay, well, I hope you guys all have a lovely week. The weather's been a bit nicer now. Actually, it's been a little cooler, which isn't terrible. It kind of cools everything down, and no crazy thunderstorms lately, which is nice. So, but yeah, so I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you guys in 2 weeks, or I'll see you if you come stopping at the store. Okay, bye.